Frameshift drive charging. Complete. System scan complete.
The return of the Alexandria. Pilots Federation alert. The Aegis megaship Alexandria, which vanished in hyperspace 7 months ago, has been found in the Rego TC Ep.195 system. A select group of independent pilots located the Alexandria following a search instigated by Professor Albert Tesreau, former head of research at Aegis. She was forced to resign as a result of the Bauman report, which was instigated by the controversial loss of this megaship. In June 3307, the Alexandria was pursued by Thargoid vessels due to a considerable number of Guardian artifacts held on board. It initiated a hyperspace jump to the HIP 30944 system to offload its cargo but never arrived. The megaship was assumed to have been hyperdicted by the Thargoids, resulting in the death of all 4,000 crew members. According to on-site witnesses, the remains of the Alexandria are currently scattered across the planetary rings of Rego TC XB290AB2A. Ships are investigating the debris, but so far have not reported finding any survivors or Guardian relics. Chief Administrator Carter Armstrong made a public statement. Losing the Alexandria was as tragic as it was mysterious. but we now have an opportunity to learn what happened. Aegis should remain operational until a full analysis has been completed and we can understand the cause of the megaship's destruction. Federal government plans for the future. President Zachary Hudson has delivered a speech to Congress on maintaining security for the Federation in the coming years. Excerpts from his address include the following. In the last year, we have excelled at protecting federal citizens from harm. The Proactive Detection Bureau proved its worth in locating terrorists before they could strike, and our security services played an instrumental role in the NMLA's defeat. 3308 is already bringing many challenges. The war against the Thargoids could escalate at any time, and we face the challenge of replacing Aegis with our own anti-Xeno task force. We are also deeply concerned about increased infighting within the Alliance and Empire, which could easily spill over into our territory. My administration is holding high-level discussions about how best to keep the Federation strong and secure. We will soon make some brave proposals to continue meeting our people's constitutional right to safety. Shadow President Felicia Winters delivered this rebuttal. President Hudson fails to mention his disastrous attempt to capture Yuri Grom, his former fleet admiral's criminal conviction for destroying Starship One, or that his surveillance laws forced several systems to declare independence. I would argue that under his leadership, the Federation has never been weaker or less secure. Riot resists Sirius Corporation. The presence of Sirius Corporation in the Riot system at the Alliance's invitation has been challenged by the controlling faction. In its new role as a strategic defense partner, Sirius Corporation recently established itself in several Alliance systems. But its megaship in Riot, Chariot of Rhea, has found itself blockaded by system security and refused permission to offload cargo or personnel. A broadcast was made by Fergus Cassidy, CEO of the Riot Mining Coalition. Councillor Kane is right to say that Sirius is acting illegally. The Prime Minister did not consult us or any other allied faction on working with them, and there's good reason to be skeptical of their motives. We regard the Chariot of Rhea as an intruder and insist that it leaves immediately. Leong Rui has assured Alliance leaders that Sirius Corporation will only be collaborating on anti-Thargoid defense projects. He stressed that there will be no disruption to any local civil or commercial activity. The Alliance Tribune commented on the situation. Many Allied systems welcomed the news that our military is being bolstered by Sirius Corporation. But others expressed disapproval, particularly among the old worlds where the populations tend to be more skeptical of change. What happens in Riot could determine whether or not the new defense pact becomes widely accepted.
Surface scan complete. Surface scanned by 50%.
Arisa addresses the Empire. The Imperial Senate has shared a personal message from Emperor Arisa Lavigny Deval, who has been in a secure location for nearly a year. The brief statement was broadcast on all public channels. Citizens of the Empire, be assured that your Emperor is alive and well. I regret that my temporary seclusion has lasted for so long, but I have remained in contact with the Senate during this time. I was advised to depart from capital when Imperial intelligence warned me about a legitimate NMLA assassination attempt and of Marlinist sympathizers within the highest levels of our government. Once the work of this loyal agency is complete, I will continue my work in leading us toward a prosperous future. Ion Akanar reported that this address was welcomed by a relieved Empire, adding that it was vital to root out all Marlinist traitors. The Imperial Herald noted that the Emperor seemed to absolve Imperial intelligence of the allegations that it was secretly enabling the NMLA. However, A caution was sounded by Princess Aisling de Val. Arisa has communicated with the Senate in the same manner for months, so this changes nothing. Only a public appearance will alleviate my concerns regarding her well-being. I would be delighted to host a suitable event if she will accept my invitation to attend in person.
Surface scan complete.
Conflict erupts in the Riot system. Pilots Federation alert. The Riot Mining Coalition has declared its intent to remove the Sirius Corporation presence from its home system. The megaship Chariot of Rhea arrived in Riot as part of Sirius Corporation's new role as the Alliance's strategic defense partner. But the system's controlling faction ordered it to withdraw. The megaship's non-compliance has resulted in skirmishes targeting Sirius forces. Fergus Cassidy, CEO of the Riot Mining Coalition, announced, "We fully support Councillor Kane's position that Sirius Corporation is operating illegally under Alliance law. Therefore, we will defend our territory from this aggressive foreign entity." A response was broadcast by Captain Delphina Dominguez of the Sirius Navy, who commands the Chariot of Rhea. "Our presence is authorized by the military contract between Sirius Corporation and the Alliance Defense Force. If local forces continue to attack, we will have no option but to defend our assets. The fighting is not believed to have reached surface level and is expected to remain a ship-based conflict. To rally support from independent pilots, both factions are offering access to permit-locked systems. Riot Mining Coalition will sponsor distribution of an Alioth system permit, while Sirius Corporation will authorize a permit to the Sirius system. Prime Minister Edmund Mahon has ordered the Riot Mining Coalition to cease hostilities immediately. However, Councillor Ainsley Niven, who represents Riot in the Assembly and is a political supporter of Nakato Kane, claims that the faction has the right to protect its territory, since it was not invited to ratify the Defense Pact. Azimuth has...
Surface scanned by 50%.
New starports created for Colonia Bridge. Pilots Federation alert. The infrastructures of 6 starports have been completed along the travel corridor between Colonia and the core systems. Brewer Corporation has confirmed that 5 starport frames were constructed in systems branching out from Alcor, with a 6th closer to the Colonia system. The new stations are Zerai Station in the Pru-UWO-DB538 system, Helgrind Gateway in the NGC 6530 Sector ZEXB20 system, Vladimir McDougall's Triumph in the Flyedge VNWC451 system, Cannon Complex in the Pruafo MIBB175 system, Venatori's Hub in the Blua EEC WWEC141293 system, Chromium Relay in the EEC Flywe QKED122118 system. At present the starports are not fully operational and only provide rearm, refuel and repair services. Basic commodity trading has also been established to accommodate pilots selling construction materials and to supply tritium fuel. A 4th phase of the Colonia Bridge project is scheduled to begin on the 10th of February, which will aim to complete construction and add a broader range of facilities. Brewer Corporation was able to meet all of its targets for Phase 3 due to the considerable amount of raw materials delivered by the galactic community. The names of the new starports were selected by those pilots who made the greatest contributions to the initiative. Azimuth has survived, warns Aegis. Information recovered from the Alexandria has prompted Aegis to insist that it was not responsible for the loss of the megaship's crew and cargo. The wreckage of the Alexandria was recently located in the Rego TCXB290 system. There were no survivors, but fragments of the commanding officer's log were found. Chief Administrator Carter Armstrong published this statement on behalf of Aegis. The logs made by Captain Jacob Morales tell a bleak tale. The Alexandria was deliberately sabotaged to leave it stranded and powerless. They were met by an unidentified group posing as a rescue team, who slaughtered most of the crew and hijacked the Guardian artifacts. The survivors later made a desperate attempt to initiate the hyperdrive, which sadly led to their destruction. We can now prove that the Alexandria's loss was not caused by negligence, as claimed by the Bauman report. In reality, the megaship was snared in a trap laid by an organized quasi-military force. Furthermore, Captain Morales discovered that the raiders worked for someone they referred to as the Witch. That name was mentioned in logs discovered at HIT 22460 regarding Project Seraph, via experiments perpetrated by Azimuth researchers to install human test pilots into Thargoid vessels. This evidence suggests that Azimuth Biochemicals has survived in some form over the last 200 years and remains focused on aggressive xenological research. Aegis must be reinstated immediately to counter this dangerous organization before more lives are lost.
Orbital flight engaged.